What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Everyone's having a great day today. So today's video, we're actually starting off in the porch because the power was out of the house. It's my understanding it's back on now. And I just had some lunch out here. Wanted to enjoy the weather a little bit. It's pretty nice out today. I got to drive a truck today. I got covered in spaghetti sauce, the landfill, you know, all the fun stuff that happens when you go to a landfill. Had to wash my shoes and everything, which I just got new shoes like a couple weeks ago for the first time in like a year or two. I don't get new shoes often, so I'm sure the people who have gone longer, Michael went, I think, since like 7th grade to like 12th grade, wore the same pair of shoes. So I don't know. I don't know. There's probably people that, you know, don't get shoes as often as I do even. But nonetheless, anyway, this video is not about shoes. So today's video, we're going to be washing the truck and doing some detailing on both it and my dad's V6 Mustang, which is here at the house. My mom's car to work this morning. So we're going to detail both cars and have a fun little video today because I haven't gotten to clean the truck properly in a little over a month. Last time I did, the truck was before the truck busted a coolant line, before I had the electric fan conversion, before I had all these new mods and stuff like that. And I'm going to post like a really cool topic of you know, why I changed certain mods. There's a list of mods that I want to go through that are different, that have been completely swapped out or that are slightly different than what they were originally, and why I did those changes. So without further ado, let's get into the fun all the fun shenanigans in today's video.
Picking up the pieces that I lost in the lobby. I put you against the wall, you had us body to body. I can't help the way you make me feel, it's so hard to copy. Let's find common ground, meet me in a lost and found, yeah. Dark days turning into dark nights. I hit the strip and spend it all, I'm having hard times. That reminiscing had me looking through the archives. I seen a picture of you looking like a star shines. And you're bright, 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 like the lights on a fight night. Love hit me like a mic. You know I'ma get it right. So stay with me, run away. Like a dope fiend, need dope. Need like a coke fiend, need coke. Even though your heart cold, ski slope, I really hope the song bringing me close.
now it's time to get into the meat and potatoes of today's video, which is talking about mods that have changed and why. So let's get started. Probably the most controversial mod that I've ever done, which was the front ST badge. A lot of people may not know why this is controversial. Lots of people who watch these videos may think it makes total sense, but to explain things kind of, I guess as best as I can. Sport track, as you guys know, one thing is 2 words. It's not 1 word. It's not sports track. It is sport track, 2 words. I still up 4 fingers. Wow, I look like an idiot. Showing my I'm showing my location pride. We've been in the national news twice for stupid stuff. But anyway, the ST badge. So sport track being 2 words is commonly abbreviated as ST. And that's kind of really the only explanation I can give, is that a lot of people in the sport track community, people did this long before I did, put ST badges on their sport tracks as kind of a reference to the fact that sport track is abbreviated as ST. ST is also one of Ford's sport monikers that they used when they sold them here in the States. And that was kind of that. I thought it was a really neat little touch. I bought a kit off of Amazon. It was like 20 bucks. Had one that screwed into the front, one that stuck on the back, and that was that. I really liked it. I thought it was a cool touch, and that was that. And I really liked it. It was something I do genuinely miss, and I've been debating bringing it back post-wrap as long as it still happens sometime soon, or if I have the truck by the time I'm actually able to do the wrap. I really don't know at this point, and I'll go into that a whole different video, different day, why I've been kind of talking like that in videos. But that's kind of that for now. A couple people know already what's been on my mind. But yeah, anyway, back into the whole mod thing. The ST badge was by far my most controversial mod. It was what got me the most hate. My friends loved it, Hayden loved it, Michael loved it, everyone loved it. My parents loved it. I mean, everyone loved it that I knew personally. The people who ran the meets I went to enjoyed it. And they're not one to lie. The people, especially my friends, they're not one to lie to me. And I feel like that if they really liked it, they really liked it. And of course, most of the hate that was thrown my way by it wasn't from, most car people thought it was funny. Most car people thought it was like a cool little joke. However, fellow truck enthusiasts in my area, which are the opposite of my type of trucks, the street truck scene here, they hated it, and they made sure to point out every single time that they didn't like a certain aspect of my truck to tell me to my face how much of an idiot I was and how stupid I was, how retarded I was, insert word here, to point out the fact that the ST badges were there. Or when I used to run that windshield banner, I got hate for that too, which is kind of stupid if you really think about it. And it played into a part why I took the banner off as well. The badge I wound up taking off because I just got sick of hearing about it. I was just like, you know what, screw these guys, I don't want to hear it anymore from anybody, so I took them off. And lots of people, miss them, and a lot of people ask me where they went, and am I ever going to do it again? And I may do it eventually, but just not at the moment. So let's go to the headlights. So for those who don't remember, I used to have a different set of black headlights on this truck. It was pretty much the same exact setup minus the projectors and the halo ring. These of course, people who ask me all the time, where can I get the link to those? These are custom built. We built these ourselves. So unfortunately, there are no websites that sell these custom made for you. You'll have to learn how to retrofit and do it yourself. It's not hard. I recommend it to people who are willing to learn, but I'm just saying that, just get that out of the way here. I got rid of those and went to the retrofit setup because those lights had the infamous clear coat failure and yellowing that a lot of aftermarket lights with these trucks have, and I'm genuinely worried these will follow suit and they'll have to replace the lens anyway. I haven't gotten a chance to actually sand them down and clear coat them yet, which has been kind of an issue that I will get taken care of eventually, to actually protect these lights from having the same fate as my previous ones did, which were still incandescent ran. I got rid of those strictly to go the retrofits. I was like, these old headlights are tearing apart, they're fading, they're yellowing, they look like garbage. Let's get a new set of headlights. And my parents came through for Christmas last year and bought me pretty much everything outside of the halo rings, the light bulbs, and of course the time to actually put them together, because the parts were pretty cheap. I think in total, if you were to count the halo rings and everything else that I bought, you're gonna be looking at over $200, but if you've got the time to learn, it's well worth it. So let's go to the back for our next one, or next 2 actually. So I was just editing this video and realized that the last clip, which was going to be from the back angle of the truck, was completely useless because of the wind. So I thought I would really finish this video with pretty much what I was reiterating in that clip, We're right here. So first off, when it comes to the back side of the truck, the mods that are different than what they were originally are, well, the taillights, those CG taillights that you guys saw back in the early days, which were what are called Euro style. They have the actual like lens for the red for the taillight, and the reverse light is still white, but the rest of the taillight is like this black or whatever color. There's chrome available. I believe CG sells chromes as well. And I had the black CG Euro styles for the longest time. It was a very early 2000s kind of feel, and I always wanted tinted tails on the truck anyway. I bought the CGs originally because my OEMs were shattered, and I actually still have them, I think, so I may have finally threw them away. And so I put the CGs on and then had them tinted by Michael a couple years later, which is where they are now. A lot of people ask me all the time, hey, where's the link to the taillights too? I'll usually get questions if it's the headlights and taillights, and I'll usually be like, yeah, the taillights are just CGs that are tinted over and the headlights are custom built, blah, blah, blah. And then the other mod on the back side of things that has changed is, of course, the exhaust. If you guys are new to the channel, the truck formerly ran a Flowmaster 40 axleback. It was literally just the stop muffler cut and replaced with the Flowmaster 40. Everything else was factory. The Y pipe was still there. The mid pipe was still there. With the secondary cats, and that was that. And I changed it to our current full bolt-on setup, which is our DNA headers are stock down pipes, which are pretty much the original Y pipe, just with the Y cut off, and is now a full dual exhaust. To an X pipe, where it still has the factory cats on it, does not have the secondaries though, to some MagnaFlow 6-inch bullet mufflers, and that's that. The reason I changed that was because I was really wanting something a bit louder, and when I realized how the Flowmaster was going to sound loud, it was a definite turnoff. And I was like, you know what, I'm just going to get a setup that sounds a bit better and it's just more my thing. And so I did that. I got rid of the Flowmaster and went to the full bolt-on setup, which gave me the sound I wanted. I was no longer wasn't wanting to impersonate a V8 anymore. I wanted it to be, you know, the V6 that it is, nice and proud V6 sound. And that's what I went for. Of course, it's a little bit more raspy than I would like. I plan on possibly putting some resonators in it, but that's that. So I thought I'd close this video here. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Oh, one last thing. Actually, hold on. One last thing that is different is my radio. I had a single DIN Sony radio in there before. It is now a Sony CarPlay unit. The single DIN is now residing in Hayden's truck. Michael has given me heck for this one because of the fact that I bought it originally you know, wanting a double DIN, and then wasn't able to do it at the time, and I bought one later down the road. And you know, obviously I didn't buy it the first time. And the reason I wound up doing that was at the time I didn't have as much money. CarPlay wasn't really a thing yet. It was like brand new technology at the time, and that's what I really wanted was CarPlay. And when I finally got the chance to get CarPlay, which was a couple of years ago, a year or two ago, I was like, yeah, heck yeah, let's do it. So I bought my CarPlay radio, and I'm giving my single DIN to Hayden. So all that said, hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more content coming soon. Friday, I'm finally giving you guys the house tour. I have held off on doing this forever because of the condition of the house, but I think we're finally at a place where I can show it to you guys and it not be completely embarrassing. So hope you all enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys next time. Have a fantastic day, everyone.